What's up, guys? How are you doing? So today I wanted to share with you guys just a little bit of insights on why I'm actually good at caliber, or even somewhat reasonable or average at caliber. And there's a few reasons, and I'll just cover them and the way my thought process is when I'm playing and all that. First things first, I've been playing the game for over 2 years, and when you're playing the game over 2 years, you acquire a lot of knowledge about the game and everything, whether it's the mechanics and all these kind of mumbo jumbo, how people will play and all that. Usually, you must get some valuable insight from that. I mean, if you're playing the game for all that time and you're still doing bad or consider yourself to be a somewhat bad player or even below average player, it just doesn't really make sense. So one thing you always need to do is know the character's ability. Now, not really your ability, you're not really focused on yours, you're more thinking about the enemy. So every starting of every game, I usually look at the enemy team, the composition, and I can already see how difficult it's going to be to fight with them. I can already know if in case I'm going to win or I'm going to lose by seeing my team comp. Also, sometimes you see you have a bunch of recruits, but that doesn't mean that you cannot be the one to carry the whole team to victory, which I normally do when you guys normally see. So character's ability, the enemy especially, you need to know what they can do. Like, let's say you're playing against Bones, you should know already that if you drop an enemy, she could send the robo dog and get them up. You have Mustang here that can know where you are and tell that to his whole team. You need to know their strengths and their weaknesses. Some of these characters actually work better up close, like some of the shotgunners, and some of them work better far, like the snipers. So if a sniper is in close proximity of you, you should know already that the aim down sight accuracy penalty is going to fuck him up in close combat. So sometimes you can already know you could just push him. Most of the snipers are not one shot, so you can push a bunch of them as long as you don't end up getting headshot. So that's one thing right there, just knowing the character's ability and the game mechanics and how they work together, how they flow together, how easily they can like correspond with each other. Like, let's say Freya can heal everybody at once, that, and sometimes you get somebody low and you're gonna push them, but you didn't realize that they already got freed and they got the HP back up. Next thing I want to talk about is map knowledge. I basically study the map. I look at them. I know the flanks. I know where somebody can be at that time, where they could be after, like, let's say 3 seconds. I know they'll be running up to the center of the map, or where they could be at times. You just know because you have map knowledge, and map knowledge is very, very, very important. A lot of people don't really try to learn the maps, learn the flank routes, and just like, let's say on Emir Residence, from time you hear boom, after let's say 10 or 15 seconds after the match started, it means that obviously someone's breaking up to the top and you're gonna end up getting flanked from the center coming down, unless they end up breaking the second barricade, which makes them get a whole flank on you. So that's one thing. So as soon as you heard that, according, you can play your role and switch it up and decide, okay, they're trying to flank you, so you're going to flank the flankers. So it's good to have map knowledge and just listen for everything. Use your teammates. Your teammates are very good assets, even though they are not like good players. But what they can see, you can see because it's caliber. So when they can see the enemy, you know where they are. And that's all you need to do. That's all you need really, is for your teammates to be able to see where the enemy were or are, and you can get a glimpse and just think about the strategy you're gonna come up with. So as soon as I saw 3 characters blink on the right, I was like, okay, so that means there's only one character that can surprise me right now. And sometimes you just know, if it's a sniper, you're not too worried unless you think that he's going to be a nice headshot guy or he has a semi-auto or whatnot. You have to be aware of that, obviously. But sometimes you just know you can push because you have an auto rifle and his bolt action is pretty slow and chambering. You have to know the characters anyways. The next thing is that the best spots. Let's say you're a sniper. You need to know where's the best spots for really whether it's catching the enemy while they are cutting across an alley or something like that, or maybe just in a way that it's like keeping them at bay. So because you're in that position, they just cannot move because probably you're a one-shot character. Maybe you're hitting your shots and they realize that they can't really expose themselves too much because you will end up killing them or something like that. Yeah, and you just need to know that. You need to know the spots that even the enemy can be in. So not just you being in a spot where you always have an advantage, but the spot where the enemy can be in. Like on Palm Road, you know, the snipers like to go up the steps closer to their spawn. They like to go up there and just camp. If there's like a one of the guys with invisibility, whether it's Sultan or any other characters that can actually like TN, who can has invisibility effect on them. You just know that that is a perfect place for them to go, so you already know that they're going to be up there, so you can choose which flanks you want to flank or how you're going to get closer to them if you want to take them out or avoid them. So you need to know where the assaults would push. So as long as you see particular assaults, like let's say you saw the new character for the Spanish, I forgot his name, but it's Martello. For the Martello. So you see Martello, you don't know he wants to break covers already, his abilities to break covers. So he's certainly going to try to use his ability to flank. So you should know the spots that he would actually pass and be able to like maybe sit up and you know, scope that spot, see how it is, see if there's any noise there, and just wait a little bit because you know the characters that are going to flank. And that's all what's going into my head every time I'm playing, and I'm just trying to break it down to you, that what I really think about when I'm playing. So that's why I end up playing good. I know the spots they can go, I know the map, I have map knowledge, and I know their abilities and what they are capable of doing. So anyways guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't.